What is up, guys? Welcome back to Joe's Tech. Today we're going to be looking at an old but surprisingly still classy WD MyCloud. So you might be asking yourself what prompted me to make this purchase, and I'm just going to be completely honest. I was at work the other night, something happened, I needed to pick up an external hard drive pretty immediately, so I ran to Best Buy, saw this, I was like, that looks cool, so I picked it up, got back to work, looked at the box, realized this does not use USB to connect to your computer or your router, whatever. It actually has a network port, so this drive itself was actually completely useless, but the problem I had was I needed the adapter for another drive similar to this, so long story short, I just used the adapter, and I have no use for this external at work anymore. So I thought before I returned it, maybe I would unbox it here, take a look at it, and maybe it would serve its purpose here at my house, since I currently don't have a backup solution. So that being said, why don't we take a look at what comes inside, and then let's just hook it up and see what happens. On the front of this power supply, you can see that there is a power light indicator, and on the back we have our cable lock port, I guess you would call it, and then AC adapter input, network connection, and USB 3.0 slot if you wanted to expand and add another hard drive. Alright guys, so as you can see, the MyCloud from WD is actually really easy to set up. You just basically need to make sure that it's on the network, make sure that it has power, and from that point you would go to the portal page that they've provided and do the initial configuration, create your accounts, create whatever folder structure it is you want. The nice things that I found are that the permissions are pretty granular, so you're able to pretty much make a folder for every user if that's what you want in your home network. Create permissions so that only those users can access their specific folder, or you can allow access to multiple folders. So I thought it was pretty nice that it gets pretty granular for a simple backup drive. The other thing that's kind of nice, it does have a gig port built in, which isn't really like critical. But if you have a gig switch and a gig port on your desktop that you're backing up, I guess it kind of gives you a little bit better of a, well, at least it makes me feel better that I'm backing up at the fastest possible speed. But keep in mind there's only a 5400 RPM drive built in with these guys, and you're also limited by the speed of your drive that's in your computer that is getting backed up, right? So the other thing that's kind of nice In case anybody's wondering, if for some reason you forgot your password or something like that, you can actually hit the reset button on the back of the drive. From what I'm reading, it should just wipe out the credentials and reset the drive, but it doesn't actually delete the data, so that's kind of nice. Obviously, if somebody like broke into your house and reset it, I guess they'd be able to access your data, but I mean, at that point, you have bigger problems because somebody broke into your house, right? As far as disadvantages go, obviously, if you wanted something faster, you are kind of limited by the speed of the drive. But as you guys saw in the video, I did 2 transfers. I did one transfer from my internal 7200 RPM drive to the internal 5400 RPM drive on this guy, and it was going from, like, I would say 60 to 80 megabytes per second. And then I did a second transfer where I transferred from my internal 7200 RPM drive to the SSD that we wrapped last week using a USB 3.0 enclosure. And that one was a little more stable, around like 70, 74, 75-ish megabytes per second. So it was about the same speed, I would say, overall. Hopefully this video was helpful to somebody out there. Obviously the WD MyCloud isn't anything new and exciting, but in this case I was able to get my hands on one from a work project that I had going on. I didn't have a backup solution, so I thought I would share that setup, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. Thought I would share that with you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out. If you have any questions about the WD, maybe I didn't cover something, feel free to leave a comment below. Always happy to hear feedback as well. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know, you can follow along with what some of the other projects I do. I'm sure that I'm going to be unboxing more stuff, setting more stuff up here in my office. You know, having a good time. So, as always, guys, this has been Joe's Tech. Have a good night.